Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the UnCalled Four. We have an exciting show for you tonight. We have some weird moment videos, surveillance videos, animals doing weird things. We have it all. And we are honored to have you all with us and trouncing that stupid tonight. And now, on to Glober Mom.
Hello, everyone. Glad you could all be here. We're going to do a round table. We are all here except for Miss SciStrikeling. You know, work called. You know, she has to go to work. You know, we're not that important. So, but we have a replacement for her, and I'll announce her in a minute. So I'm going to go to Miss Vishanti. Miss Vishanti, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm not boiling in my own home this week, so that's very nice.
Yeah, it's been hot lately. Yeah, Miss Aimee, how are you?
I am doing great. Thank you. I'm all excited about tonight. We've got some good shows next week. I am doing great. It's not so hot here. It's only 23 right now, so woohoo.
All right.
Much better. Yeah, so nicer weather.
Awesome.
Maddie floating around somewhere. He's doing good too. So.
I don't hear him yelling, so he's so that's all is good.
He's content.
He's content. Oh, Mr. Bull, how are you doing?
Excuse me, I am doing well. I'm looking forward to this edition. We got some crazy going on here. But kind of a fun side of crazy, if I might add.
Yes. That's it. And because our Sci couldn't be here, we have Miss Krafty Keelah with us tonight. Krafty, how are you?
God damn it, they found me. I thought, I've been on the poker stream. I'll just stay quiet and stay over here in the corner and they wouldn't notice and just sneak on every now and then. Mom sees everything.
Yeah, that's it.
Good. You know what? There's a lot of shit happening in the background here. But I went for a walk today and got to clear my head a little bit. And I don't know why, but when I went for a walk, I feel more energetic. That is weird.
Isn't that nice?
So weird. Yeah. It's really nice. So I have a bit of energy today. So you're all screwed.
Oh, no. Oh, no. We're in for it, guys. And as I said, Sci couldn't be here. Also, we had a guest, but he couldn't make it. So hopefully we'll have him on in the future. So that'll be fun. So we're guestless tonight, which is fine. We can handle it, right, ladies?
That's
and
right.
Bull?
Yeah, just the home team.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, shall we get started?
Yes,
I'm
please.
ready.
Well,
I don't know if I'm ready.
So,
do
you want to read them, Bull?
Do you want the titles? I guess you do want the titles. Okay.
Yes, read the titles and we'll see what piques our interest.
Let me pull up the list of titles here because they're all. Some of them are a little long.
They are long, yeah, unfortunately. I didn't name them, so,
Yeah, these are the names we pulled right off of YouTube, folks.
Pretty much.
So, number 1, we have 10 weird elevator moments caught on camera in all caps. Number 2, super weird cats that will totally confuse you. Extremely funny cats compilation. Number 3, 18 weird things that only exist in Japan. Number 4, not the smartest dogs doing dumb things. Laugh at funny dogs compilation. Number 5, 10 people who got stuck in weird places. Number 6, 10 weird moments caught on dash cam. Number 7, dash cam videos that'll make you say WTF. And that's it.
And that's it.
If it doesn't, can I get a refund?
Considering you
Well,
paid
seeing as
nothing
this is
for
free,
this,
yeah, this is free. I'm sorry, and you
Ah,
can't do much about that.
Can I speak to the manager, please?
yeah, I want to talk
Moderator.
to the manager.
Yeah, moderator.
Gosh, no. But I want to see people getting stuck in random places. Okay. That sounds fun.
Yeah, let's do that one, Bull.
So, 10 people that got stuck in weird places.
Yes.
All right. We can start with
You're
that.
welcome.
Yeah, I heard the ooh when you read off, so.
Getting stuck is stressful. We like to be on the move and can often panic when we can't get out of a situation. spare a thought for the people in today's video as we talk about 10 people who got stuck in weird places. Some of these stories are wild. If you guys have ever been stuck in a crazy place, why don't you let us know in a comment? Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to The Supreme, and click the notification bell for more lit content. Let's get rolling. Number 10. The woman attached to the toilet. This is one of the craziest stories you'll ever hear. A woman sat down on a toilet for 2 years and became so stuck that she actually fused with the seat. I know, this is a real story. 35-year-old Pam Babcock sat down on the toilet in her boyfriend's house in 2006, and she didn't get up until emergency medical responders removed her along with the seat in December 2008. Her boyfriend, 37-year-old Corey McFerrin, said that she didn't want to leave and that he brought her food and water every day. He was later charged for mistreatment. Ness County Sheriff Brian Whipple, who investigated the case, said she wasn't glued, she wasn't tied. She was just physically steady. It's hard to imagine. I still have a hard time imagining it myself. Babcock developed a condition known as bed sores, which occurs when a person doesn't move from one spot for a very long time. Her skin had then started regrowing around the toilet seat, meaning she became fused. When doctors took her to the hospital, they claimed she might never walk again as a result of her time sitting on the toilet. In 2018, it was reported she was still in a wheelchair. Number 9.
Let's go ahead and pause that one. Yeah. Yeah. Can you imagine?
Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be laughing.
To get up.
Right. So she wasn't glued. She wasn't tied. She just had inertia and didn't want to move. Or couldn't move.
Yeah.
No, having said that, I know people with inertia and even the ability to get out of the bed is it's like your muscles go dead. Like dead leg? That's what having inertia is like, but to have it on a fucking toilet, oh my god.
Yeah. Right. Yep.
I mean, he brought her food and water and just, I guess, thought that was okay.
Instead of like calling an ambulance and getting her mentally checked out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or, it's literally
after a couple hours.
This sounds like something out of that movie 7.
I know. That's what popped into my head. I mean, look, if you have someone that's attached to your toilet, you don't leave them there until their skin grows over the fucking toilet.
Exactly.
You call an ambulance and a fucking shrink.
Did he just not need to use the bathroom for 2 years?
Maybe he had 2 bathrooms.
Use it with her in there? I have questions. I don't think I want answers, but I have questions.
I'm guessing he had 2 bathrooms. Or he would have said, "Bitch, get off my toilet now. I gotta go."
I could just imagine him rocking up to next door. Knock, knock. I use your toilet again.
I know. What's wrong?
Is he just
She's still
poo,
on
like
it.
around her, or he has to have had a secondary bathroom?
Yeah, he had to have, or he wouldn't have tolerated her sitting there. There's no way.
But why? My only question here is why he didn't get help when she was stuck on the
what I questioned.
so long before she fucking grew attached to this toilet seat. That's the only question here. Okay, the grosser ones I don't want to know. No, but that's the main question. Why didn't he bring in someone to help this woman?
Right.
Before
That's it. I mean, why?
That's funny.
Yeah.
It shouldn't, but it's funny.
This is very unsettling.
They're not all as bad as that.
The last time I was home in Dublin, I was watching Coco. I don't know if you've seen Coco.
Yes, I have.
One of the characters is accused of dying after eating a chorizo, and he's slagged over it. Can you imagine when she dies if the afterlife was real, and she had to say, "Oh, I became a paraplegic from sitting on a toilet."
So how'd you die? Well,
Let me tell
Been on
you.
the toilet for 2 years.
When
Well,
I
I was
first
stuck on the
watched this,
shitter. How about you?
when I first watched this, the scene from South Park came to mind with the friend of Cartman's, or if you're Stan or Kyle's, one of the boys, whose mom was stuck on a. She got suctioned to the toilet. And it was one of those things where if they broke the suction, all her guts would fall out.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
And the poor kid, they're telling the poor kid this. He's like, what?
When you started that sentence about South Park, I thought you meant the one where they're all trying to get the biggest turd.
That's what I thought.
No.
And
There's
Randy
one
poops
scene, I
the
forget
size
what.
of Bono.
Yeah, one of the supporting players' moms goes. She's sitting on the toilet and gets stuck with the suction. Yeah. And the firemen are telling the kid exactly what's going to happen to their mom when they do this. And he's like, why are you telling me this? I don't want to hear this. Yeah, that's the scene that came to my brain.
I bet when you tuned in, chat, you didn't expect a woman on a toilet for fucking years.
That's right. Mm-hmm. That's right.
True.
No one expects the
Hey, it's
suction to the
YouTube,
toilet.
okay? It's YouTube. What can you say?
That's right.
See some more stupid.
Let's see some more stupid.
9. The man in the cement mixer. The last thing you want to do is get stuck in cement because, well, should be obvious. You could end up looking like Han Solo in Carbonite. Unfortunately, for a few very unlucky people, this has nearly been their reality. Most recently, a man in the San Francisco Bay Area of the United States fell asleep in a cement mixer and had to be rescued by a team of firefighters. The incident took place in July 2018, and it was suspected that the man crawled inside the mixer when he was drunk. Despite being buried up to his waist in drying cement, his rescue was a success. He got lucky. Just a year earlier, a man reportedly passed away after making similar mistakes in the Dominican Republic. While we were researching for this video, I found this crazy image of a man stuck in a water hole at the beach. Is it ice? That wouldn't make any sense as the beach looks pretty warm. I think that maybe this image was photoshopped, but people do definitely get stuck in holes at the beach all the time. In fact, making a deep hole in the sand can be very dangerous. Every year, people fall down holes made in sand, and sometimes emergency services need to be called to rescue those people. If you're digging a big hole when you're at the beach, just be careful and remember to fill the hole when you leave so some unsuspecting person doesn't fall in and hurt themselves. Number 8. Criminal stuck in his getaway hole. Talk about being a dumb criminal. This guy was dumb enough to land himself in jail, and then he proved his status as an idiot once again when he failed to make a getaway after getting stuck in a wall. A Brazilian prisoner, Rafael Valadio, was attempting to make a getaway through a hole in a cell wall. He and his cellmate reportedly made the hole with a shower rod, but they didn't account for Valadio's wide stomach. It seems the prison guards actually laughed at the man when they found him, which is kind of understandable. From the photographs taken, it did look like the prisoner was in a lot of pain. The fire department arrived and widened the hole to remove him. After they dislodged the criminal, he was returned to custody with a fractured rib. While the prison officers may have laughed, it seems that Valadio's cellmate got the last laugh. He actually did manage to escape. Number
Let's pause it.
Wow.
Fractured rib. Ouch. Oof,
And
I
still
can't
got
imagine.
caught.
I just love the cellmate. He's like, you're stuck in the wall? Fuck you, buddy. Bye.
Yeah. Unfortunate. Oh well.
Pretty much that's what he did. It's like, screw you. I'm out of here. Yeah.
Oh, with friends like those.
Yeah, I'm looking at that one where he's talking about the guy in the water. It obviously is photoshopped because I don't think the guy could get positioned just right to get that picture like that.
Unless it was posed. He didn't look stuck anyway.
No, he
Having
didn't
said
look
that, I don't know, like, okay, name drop. I do watch from time to time Bondi Rescue, and people at the beach are fucking stupid. They're really, really
I'm
stupid.
surprised.
Just wanted to say, Christ.
Yeah, agreed. Oh,
I could
Yeah,
just
but-
imagine. I could just imagine the Great Escape if they just
Mhm.
built the hole too small.
I've actually heard of stupid criminals trying to get in through the roof of buildings into like fast food restaurants or something. They'll go in through the roof or through one of the ducts or something and get stuck. It happens more than you think.
Oh,
It's
God.
amazing how much it happens.
You know
Well,
what's
it isn't-
funnier is the ones that use suspended ceilings that don't account for the fact that
Yes.
ceiling can't hold them.
That's right.
Yeah.
I've seen a few of those.
The ceiling is not designed to
They
hold
just
you
fall
up.
right through.
Just fall through it. Yep.
That's hilarious.
Uh-huh. God. Factard says you get big holes all over Australia.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying nothing to that. No comment.
Funny
Yes.
that it's funny that when we were kids, we were told that quicksand would be a much bigger threat than it actually
Yeah.
is.
Exactly.
I hear these things about holes at the beach, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Just to clarify, there, Factard was telling a joke. What do you get when you cross a hippo and a
I
kangaroo?
just saw it. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I just saw it up there now.
Okay,
Get
joke.
big
This is not poker, Facty. This is not poker.
All right. Shall we continue on with stupid?
Yes, please.
Okay.
7. The woman in the coconut oil. An Australian woman sent out an SOS online after getting stuck in the bath for a half an hour. The woman, known only as Dinshan, managed to get stuck after filling her tub with coconut oil. The bath then became so slippery she couldn't get out. The woman posted an image of her predicament on social media with the caption, "Here's a funny and current story. I'm stuck in a bath. I can't actually get out of my bathtub. Why? I've got a chest infection and some fever, so I'm homesick. I also can't turn my head. Took some antibiotics and a Valium and thought I'll have a relaxing bath. I found some bath salts, lit some candles, and poured in some coconut oil. Now I'm realizing it was too much coconut oil. Went to get out after pulling the plug, and I just slid around like a giant greased up potato in a roasting pan. There's no traction, no grip, just me and my fat body slipping around covered in oil. SOS. The image had over 770,000 views, and many worried people commented asking her for an update. The woman responded that she managed to escape 30 minutes later by filling the tub with water and cleaning the bath out with soap. Number 6. The world leader on the zip wire. Before he became Prime Minister of the United
Yes. I love this story. I
Yes.
love this. I was going to say that.
So, note to people: do not put coconut. Don't be taking Valium and getting into a tub full of warm water
Could you imagine?
with coconut oil.
Don't
Not a good
take
combination.
any drugs or medication or alcohol before getting
Before getting to
into a
bathtub.
body of water.
That's
Yep.
fucking stupid.
Please.
It's very stupid.
Yes, it is.
You could look. It only takes a minute. It actually takes less than a minute for you to fucking lose your life, to fall asleep, or to lose muscle definition, and you're dead. Don't do it. Please don't do it.
As Dreadland Worm says, seriously, pull a towel into the bath and kneel on it, then use that to climb out.
Come here. Here's the thing. When you're on Valium, and I don't know if anyone has taken Valium, I have been on Valium. Valium is fucking powerful. And you don't really have control over you don't have full control over your body. So it's a weird sensation when you're not used to that powerful of a drug.
Yeah.
The other thing, what I fucking love, even crawl out like a snake. Even if it hurts, crawl out your bath like a snake. You'll be fine.
Yep.
You can't reach a towel. Just like crawl out. You got this. But yeah,
Exactly.
I'm. Do you know the real
Exactly.
question I have? The only question that I have about that: how long did it take for her to realize that she could wash the bath out?
Yeah. Took her 30 minutes
How
to
long
figure
had-
out. Yeah.
Way too long.
To figure 30 minutes to figure out, maybe I should wash the tub out. And yeah, maybe I could. Really?
You don't
No, you have
say.
to post it on you. You have to post it first because it's funny. It's like, oh my god.
No kidding.
Yeah. Fucking
Wow.
Christ. You could
Okay,
attach
as Jen says, Valium and couches are pretty safe combo. So if you're gonna do take a Valium, lay on the couch instead.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
These are powerful drugs. I mean, these types of people need to walk around with a helmet. Because-
Yes.
They do.
Wow.
Agreed.
But I mean, all right, okay. So this next story coming up is probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, let's go ahead and run this one, Bull.
I love this.
United Kingdom, back when he was mayor of London, Conservative leader Boris Johnson got stuck on a zip wire holding 2 UK flags with his trousers bunched up, exposing his ankles. The politician got stuck in the undignified position for over 10 minutes, which meant photographers who were there to snap his stunt got many images of the blunder. Johnson had been intending to ride down the zip wire to celebrate a British gold medal win at the 2012 Olympics. Eyewitness Rebecca Denton said he was hanging about a third of the way from the end, like a damp towel slung over a washing line on a soggy day. If a person can recover from that kind of embarrassment and then become the leader of a powerful country, then, well, anything is possible, right? Number 5, the toddler in the claw machine. Imagine being a parent taking your kids out for some pizza and finding one of your children has escaped from under your nose and got stuck inside a claw machine. Kelsey Ingersoll was at a pizza place in Fairhope, Alabama, when her daughter came running up to her saying, "Ezra's in the game." It seems Ingersoll's 2-year-old son, Ezra, had somehow managed to get stuck inside an arcade game. He saw brightly colored toys and crawled in but couldn't get out. The Fairhope police and fire department worked with employees at Rotolo's Pizzeria to get the toddler free. Luckily, he was rescued without any injury. And he even got a toy out of it. Speaking to local news about the incident, Mrs. Ingerson said, "Terrible twos just began. A similar incident happened in May 2019 in Mansfield, UK, so parents, watch out." Number 4, man in a toy car. You can kind of forgive kids for getting stuck in weird places, but adults should probably know better. When they have had a drink, however, all common sense can go out the window. In 2016, a video of a man stuck in a toddler's toy car went viral in the UK as it was shared on YouTube and on national news websites. Georgina Thornston posted a video to YouTube called "Drunken Yorkshire Man Stuck in a Toy Car." Funniest thing ever. The video is under 2 minutes long and shows a man on the floor firmly lodged in a red and yellow kid's car. The video ends with him still stuck, so we have to wonder if he ever got free. Maybe there's a man out there in the UK living with a toy car around his neck to this day. Has anyone seen him?
Okay,
Pause.
go ahead.
What the hell? Where's Yorkshire?
So,
Okay.
A,
It's not
Really
York.
You mean Yorkshire?
It's Yorkshire. It's not Yorkshire.
That's
And even if you read what was up on the screen, it was Yorkshire. Where the fuck did you
Yeah, I know. I was just about to say, like, there's Yorkshire. What the fuck?
I was gonna say, 2 kids we saw, at least on here 2. I'm sure there's more out there. Got stuck in claw machines. Why were their parents not watching them?
Can I clarify this?
Uh-huh.
This happens, and this almost happens so freaking often.
I was gonna say, I believe
I used
it.
to work in a bowling alley, and I was a receptionist at the bowling alley. And we had obviously the claw machines, we had the poker, the pool, and all the the fancy machines. But we had like 3 of those huge claw machines. The amount of times where the mother was helping one of the other children do bowling, and the other kid would be like halfway inside the fucking machine, you would be surprised.
Oh God!
I'm telling you now, you'd be surprised how often it happens.
I'm not surprised, actually.
I'm not surprised.
Honestly. Oh my God.
Come here. Like any parent will tell you, I'm not a parent, but I've been around a lot of children, and because I've worked in those kinds of jobs.
You're
But
not a parent, but you have kids.
Yeah,
Boom.
exactly. But any parent will tell you You blink, your child is gone.
Yeah.
Yep, they're quick. They're quick little buggers when they're small. Woo.
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, those little legs are blurs. It's amazing how
I'm
fast.
like, you guys got little
realize-
legs. How do you run so freaking fast?
Not even that. How do you get so fucking far?
Yeah.
Magic.
I remember
Yeah.
bringing my nephew out, right? And me, him, and his sister was kind of a newborn. But we went into Dublin city centre. I literally had to put the child on the bloody harness because he kept running off. I had the harness there. I didn't want to use it. I told him, you have to hold the buggy. We're in the city. You have to hold the buggy. Nah, every bloody shop window. He was like the face right up to it, and then down to the next window before I could even realize he was gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, he had harness.
It's
I had
amazing.
to. Yeah, they didn't really have him out very much at the time when I had Matthew. He was like 2 or 3, and that at the time I didn't really know that he had autism, but so sensory stuff. Going to the grocery store was hell, and boy, that kid
Oh.
lie, and he was just trying to escape all the sounds and everything, so he'd run. I mean, those short little legs, because he was never very tall. It's amazing how fast those little legs could carry him, and he looked like he had 8 because he was running so fast, so they were blurring. Ooh.
But as for your man and the toy, Christ, I've seen that so many times as well. So those little scooter things, they used to be everywhere. It used to be everywhere, and when you're drunk, you think, I can get into this.
Exactly.
No, you can get in. But you have to get yourself out. Then you have to explain to a disappointed child.
And, the look on his face, it almost looked like he probably had been drinking.
Yeah.
You don't
Just
say.
by the way his look was. His face.
He was definitely pissed.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, that's too funny, though. Oh, God. These
Okay,
things people do.
we're into the top 3 people.
We're in
Actually,
the top 3 now.
what do people think? You're not allowed to say Glovermon because you've seen it.
I haven't
What
seen
do
this
people
part, but I watched like halfway through, so I'm as surprised as you are.
So
Yeah.
what do you think? What's
I know.
the top?
Sorry.
Just one in the top 3.
Someone's head stuck. Somebody's head. Something where someone's head and it's stuck, like a fishbowl or a bucket or something like that.
Vishanti, what's your guess? Just one.
It involves alcohol.
Don't they all?
I'm thinking a banister like railing. You know how there's like bars that hold up the banister.
Oh, I've seen that. People get their head stuck through.
Get
Yes.
their head stuck through the bars.
I've done that. I'm gonna hold my hands up. I've been stuck in a fence.
Oh man.
I have been stuck in a fence.
It's a challenge, right? It's like I see that gap. I can get my head through there.
Do you know what it is? No. You know what it is? In my estate, like there was a small wall and then there was a fence around it to get to the shop. And then there was one with the bars bent open a little bit. I just happened to pick the wrong fucking one. So I couldn't get my body through it. So you could get your head through it, but you couldn't get your body through it. Whereas there was
Gotcha.
one that you could, and I just picked the wrong one.
Oh no.
It was funny though. Thankfully, there was no such thing as social media back then, so there's no proof.
Yep. It's just an anecdotal story. Could happen, could not happen. Right?
Happens to everyone. Aimee, what would you do?
Yes.
I'm thinking probably like a dryer. I have a story about me getting stuck in a dryer.
A dryer.
Is getting
Oh no.
We need
to hear that story. Yeah, being short. Sometimes you get stuck in things because you're trying to reach something and your arm is too damn short.
And you have the loaders, don't you?
What's that? Yeah, and I tipped over and just enough so that I was off balance and I got stuck in there. But thank God it was like not even 15 minutes before Bob got home. This was before we had Matthew, thank God.
The only time I've been well and truly stuck was at the top of a tree I should not have climbed. I was afraid to come down.
I'd love to see Booleanenator. We need to get Bull his own tree.
It took a little bit for Bob
Funny
to
to
tip me back out because he was laughing so hard at me because I was stuck in there. Dick.
Okay. For those non-Americans in the chat, because I've had one of these as a washer, there are things as top loaders, so you actually have to open the top and put them in, and you bend over to take them out. We have front loaders, so you open the door and it's right there on the side of the machine. No, the Americans do it arseways and have a top loader.
That's the way my washer was, but my dryer was side load. Or front load, I should say.
Yeah,
But I
depends
had
on-
no sense
depends on
not
what you
to
get.
crawl around
I
near
just
the
see-
opening of the washer, so.
I just see Brain the Steel breaking a shite laughing in the chat saying dryer, ha ha ha. Yeah, we have side loaders, front loaders. They have top loaders.
Well, he got me one after that because it was time to get a new dryer anyway because that one was getting old. So he got me some front loaders. There.
That made it
Because,
easier.
yeah, because when he replaced them, that I had already gotten pregnant. He goes, I can't have you stuck in there pregnant. That's no.
Yeah, no, it's hard when you have to reach on. It's very hard when you're pregnant to try and reach over and get to the very bottom. It's tough.
Absolutely. Yeah, because I told him, I said, I'm not going to be able to reach in there. Here I am. I'm 4'10", so you can just imagine where my pregnancy went.
Oh,
All
God.
out.
Yeah.
And so he was an 8-pound baby, so he had nowhere to go but out. So I couldn't reach anything, couldn't put on shoes or anything. So having that front loader was a godsend.
Yeah, that laundromat I go to has got all front loading everything. It's really nice. They're all new. It's a new laundromat, so it's all new machines. I love that place.
I bet.
Yeah. All right. Shall we see what the top 3 are?
Yes, please.
Here we go.
Number 3. The woman in the chimney. Chimneys are only supposed to be used as doors by Santa, and he is magic, so he makes it work. Others haven't been so lucky. In October 2014, an obsessed woman tried to break and enter into a man's home by sliding down the chimney. 30-year-old Genevieve Nunez Figueroa had been on a handful of dates with a guy she met online when she decided to break into his home in Thousand Oaks, California. It's unknown what her intentions were, but I'm pretty sure that put an end to their romance. The woman had to be broken free with jackhammers and then lubricated with soap before eventually being freed 2 hours later. The woman was charged with illegally entering a residence. Number 2. The man in the giant stone vulva. Some people just have to ruin art, don't they? An American exchange student got wedged in a sculpture of a vulva at Tübingen University in Germany. The male student found the sculpture funny and wanted to get a comedy photo of himself inside of it. Instead, he got stuck, and a team of 22 firefighters had to rescue him. A bystander took photographs of the incident and shared them online, much to many people's amusement. Eric Guzman wrote, I was there. He just wanted to take a funny picture. The fire department was not really amused, and he was really embarrassed. I bet a whole bunch of people watching would have done the same thing. Would you? When this is at number 2, you know number 1 must be embarrassing and weird on an epic scale. Number 1. The woman in the window with the poop. This is hands down the most embarrassing end to a date of all time, and one of the best stories of our time. A British student had to call the emergency services when his Tinder date went horribly wrong. 24-year-old Liam Smith had been on a date to Nando's restaurant in Bristol and invited the woman back home with him to share a bottle of wine. Things went horribly wrong when the unnamed female needed to use the toilet. It seems she pooped and it wouldn't flush, so she decided to throw it out the window. Honestly, I'm trying to tell you about this with a straight face. After throwing the poop wrapped in tissue out of the window, she realized that the window didn't open into the garden as she had thought, and instead into an 18-inch gap separated by another window. The poop was stuck between 2 windows and clearly visible. The girl decided to try and retrieve the offending item herself and climbed into the window gap where she got stuck. In the end, her date found her face first, stuck in a window, holding a poop. Smith created a GoFundMe page to raise money to replace the window, which had to be removed to free the woman, and the story quickly went viral. Very, very viral. What would you do if this was you? This honestly has to be the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened in the history of time. So that was 10 people who got stuck in weird places. What do you think about today's video? I honestly...
Yikes.
Oh, that's funny.
Wow.
I won't make the obvious joke about her situation, though, but that was funny.
Oh, I will. That was very shitty.
Oh my god. That is true. We were all wrong.
That last one especially kind of needed Blue's facepalm warning.
Yes,
Fuck
exactly.
yeah.
Yes.
What the hell was she thinking? Crawling down into that space.
So
I know.
dumb.
I would have loved to know. I'd love to see her come out and say, "This is what I thought I was doing." I mean, right? If the toilet
Wow.
right, if the toilet doesn't flush, the toilet doesn't flush, and you've just you've taken a massive dump, whatever. You don't throw it out the window.
Don't throw it out the window.
Human it's not like dog shit. Human feces is very fucking obvious in its shape and
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So someone would have known that someone's threw poop out the window, and what are we gonna look at in the building? Like let's face it. If
Is
you
it worth
had
getting
all
stuck
the
over though?
Is it really worth getting stuck? Because then he found out what happened anyway. It's like, hello.
Right.
Just listen
It's
to
only
him, hey,
worth-
by the way, I went to the bathroom, but it's not flushing. I'm sorry, you know?
It's only worth it. It's only worth it for the comedic value.
Yeah,
That's the fucking story. You're never gonna Can you imagine on her deathbed? Let me tell you about the poop on the window.
Krafty Factard has a question for you
Oh,
in the chat.
why is poop tapered? Why, Factard?
Yeah, just like to cause trouble, don't you, Factard? Uh-huh.
I was gonna go there, that factor. I was gonna say,
Oh,
so
no.
your ass don't slam shut.
Don't slam shut.
You think of all those thunderclaps. It's a dead giveaway. A thunderclap because you just pooped a square poop. You know,
Oh my god.
that's poop, Backyard. That's poop.
I love it. Dreadland Worm. If they'd got married, it had got married. Excuse me. It had been an amazing story for the reception. Oh, can you imagine?
I don't know about that.
No,
No.
that would have been the best fucking either 25th or 50th wedding anniversary.
Yes, something like that. When you have
Well,
your kids or your grandkids around you, you know, guess what Grandma did?
At the 50th anniversary, they get up and say, you know, our first date, she got stuck in a window because she threw poop out of my
Yep.
You could name the
Grandma
porn.
window, and it was
chick when
hilarious,
she
and
was
I just
younger,
knew
you
she
know, or
was
something
one.
like that, you know.
They could
And
name
they
the
told us
the
about
porn. One girl, 2 pains, and a turd. But I don't know.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
That's-
That reminds me, I was on just Twitter recently, and somebody asked to describe your favorite movie with the most boring sentence you can, you know. So I put down, was it something like 5 nights and 2 cup and 1 cup or something like that.
My
For Holy
favorite
Grail.
movie as
For Holy Grail.
boring-
As
That was
could.
special. That was freaking special. And I swear to God, the guy that got, I actually have seen that before when he got stuck in the vagina.
Mm.
Mine's the
So
big
many
gun.
He wanted to re-experience birth again, I guess, huh?
Oh yeah. 'Cause,
So this
you
is
know,
what it felt like.
it wasn't traumatic the first time. Like
Right.
if it wasn't traumatic the first time, it certainly was the second.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. So what's next? You want me to pick it?
Yeah, don't expect
Yes,
me
please.
to.
Okay. Let's do which one? They're both the same length. Let's do dash cam videos that'll make you say WTF.
Okay.
Better make me say what the fuck, or I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Brainless said, Glover Mom, we guys just want to get in there.
Doesn't matter in what capacity.
That's a Robin Williams joke. You spend 9 months takes 9 months to get out of the vagina, and the men spend the rest of their life trying to get back in. Yeah. Oh, it's funny. Anyway, okay, let's go ahead and play that one. Yeah.
Here we go.
Ой, ёбаный рот.
Сейчас он... Куда он побежал?
Да он пьяный, сука, блядь.
Вылез из машины.
Topple.
That had a lot of
You
Final
guys-
Destination attachments to it.
You could watch Russian dash cam videos for days and never repeat them because
Yeah.
almost everyone there has a dash cam for good reason.
Oh, look at that one. A pipe burst on that one. Oof, right underneath the car. Or the car ran over it.
哎呦，前面这台啊。
They have your license plate,
У него что-то то ли он телефон не заряжает, то ли что, у него что-то бабушка ругает все время абонент. Ой, мама, Юра. А что это такое было?
Понял?
Okay, go ahead and pause it.
That guy just clinging to the hood of the car.
I wanted Vishanti. What did the first guy say? Because then she understood it.
Oh, I mean, he was cursing out that person.
Okay.
And gamers probably recognize Suka Blit. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
That's
it's a
cursing them.
gaming thing. Gotcha.
I mean, people in that, like, have kind of appropriated that, but the guy was just cursing them out, basically.
Okay. Yeah, I think obviously the majority of these are to deal with cars, but yeah, it's amazing what happens. I think over in Russia, don't they have to
in
have
terms of
dash cams?
You kind of have to. I mean, if it's not like a weather thing, it's bad drivers, it's, you've seen it, like shit coming
Yeah.
off the truck in front of you. It's like, you literally can watch these for hours.
Yeah, that truck with the wheel, that had a Final Destination feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was it?
Sometimes
The
animals-
one that reversed. Okay, here's the thing,
Yep.
right? So
Right.
I had a car a while ago where the reverse was if you pushed down and brought it to 1, it fucking reversed. And every time you put it into first gear for some fucking reason, it would go into reverse. It would start into and actually
Oh.
then go into. So I completely understand the frustration of that little fucker that actually reversed, because I had a car just like it, whose fucking gearbox just hated me. But the other thing is, I'm really willing to bet, judging by the jerking after it turned, and shut up, Brain of Steel, I know what you're thinking.
Okay.
Judging by the jerking, that person did not know how to drive, that they were
Yes.
actually learning to drive.
I agree.
That's the kind of thing as someone who's learning to drive stick would do.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be. Yeah.
Yeah, learning stick. Here's the funny thing. Over in the States, right? Over in the States, you guys drive mainly automatics. There's people that drive
Yeah.
stick, whatever. Over here, it is like nearly twice as expensive to drive an automatic. Everyone here, when you learn to drive, you learn to drive manual.
Yeah.
Stick is normal here. You don't actually. I was in the States for a couple of weeks, and the amount of people that could not drive properly. No offense.
I mean,
Because
I
they
admit
were,
it,
like,
I can't
so
drive
heavy.
on manual.
But that's the thing. Once you get it, you get it. The amount of
Yeah,
people that
it's
don't
easy.
know how to drive with a stick.
And I kept
We
begging my
go up.
dad to teach me how to drive stick, and he
Mhm.
just, I guess we didn't get a chance or
But yeah,
whatever.
but we grow up with it. We grow up with it. We don't drive automatics. My mom drives an automatic because she has disabilities. But other than that, everyone else I know, there's nobody else in my life, in my whole
first
entire
car
life,
was a
other than my
stick.
mom.
My first car was
Wow.
a stick shift.
I was going to say, the first brand new car that I got right out of, I only had 25 miles on it, was a stick. I had that for 12 years. I loved it.
Yeah.
It was nice.
never-
It was crap in stop and go traffic, but it was nice to have.
But that's the
So-
thing. We don't drive automatics over here
Yeah.
unless there's a disability, and you have to have a reason really to drive an automatic.
Huh.
Yeah. There you
But
go.
it's the same here, though. If you get like a stick shift, it's cheaper than driving an automatic.
Mm-hmm.
So, go figure. But
The automatics are easier to
Interesting.
drive.
My last car was a stick shift too.
and my husband's is a stick shift, but I don't drive it because the third gear's messed up. And I'm like, I'm not fighting that sucker. So he
You know
gets to
what?
drive it.
I've come off the chat. I've come off the chat because fuck knows what's been said in there when we're talking about stick jerking. And
I'm looking and seeing most of them are not about that so far, so we're good.
Somebody was asking you why automatic is so expensive.
Because I don't know. I think it's because we only have so many in the country, and they're usually reserved for those people with disabilities. It's just not a normal thing for us in our culture to drive an automatic unless you have a disability. I think that's why. So when you bring in stick shifts by bulk, because that's what you're selling, because that's our culture, then obviously they're going to get the cars cheaper because they're buying in bulk and they're easier to sell. Whereas you get an automatic, it could be sitting there for fucking 2 years. Do you know what I mean? So the price goes up. That's why. Supply and demand. It's
probably,
basic
yeah.
economics.
Okay. Shall we see more dash cam videos?
Sure.
Okay. That's crazy.
Right into ongoing traffic.
No. Whoa.
Just slides and ever so slowly step over.
Там, где материальный склад, от этого материального склада и до...
This is crazy.
Oh God, that was funny.
Can't even breathe.
That little car goes whoop.
I
Right
know,
through
I
the
just
middle.
love the little clap and then over.
Yep.
The
That needed the Benny
slow
Hill.
tip.
That needed the Benny Hill.
that when it slid and just tipped. Wow.
That's like the thing you see on You've Been Framed. Just the car just going clip, boom, on
Yep.
the side. And can I just say, the one in the snow. Oh my God! If you ever see Dublin traffic when it's like half an inch of snow, it's the funniest fucking thing ever.
Oh yes.
Do people
We don't
just
have
freak
snow
out?
tires. We don't have snow tires. We don't because we never get snow. We rarely get snow. But the cold snap of I think it was 2012 or 2013. Oh, that was fucking funny. There is a thing on YouTube of a guy who I think RTE, our national broadcaster, was doing a report on it on the ice, and he's there fucking strutting his stuff, and all of a sudden he goes flat on his face.
Oh, yeah.
It was funny. We don't know how to handle snow and ice.
Oh my
What's
god.
funny is Vishanti can attest to this, living in California. The first good rain, people don't know how to freaking drive. They don't know to cater their driving to the weather. They still want to drive like they do when it's dry.
It's the same here in Maine. We get snow
Is it
6
the same
months
for-
out
okay.
of the year.
Uh-huh.
6 months out of the year. And it's like, oh my god, we just had snow 6 months ago and you now can't drive in it again? What is wrong with you?
The thing with California is, or when you don't really have any rain, the oil gets onto the roads, the oil leaks and stuff. So when you get the first rain, that oil comes up to the surface of the water.
Yeah.
And people don't. They're like, oh, I can still speed, no problem. Hydroplane, just amazes me. Just amazes me.
I know.
It's called goldfish syndrome.
Called what syndrome?
Goldfish syndrome.
Goldfish syndrome. Okay.
Yeah. The memory lasts no longer than 5 seconds.
Yes. But you're right. You're right. I mean, it's like you. It's like we just had snow, and you took you 6 months to forget it. It's like, hello.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I'm in awe every November.
Yeah, I mean, the winter is our rainy season down here in
Yes,
Southern
it is.
California, and it's like people forget that every year.
Yeah.
Every single year? Like, how?
How do you
That's
forget
the
it
thing.
rains in the wintertime here? Hello.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we say that it rains here. It nowhere near the way it rains in other countries. Nowhere near the fucking tenacity. Nowhere near the heaviness. No,
Mhm.
we have drizzles. I went to Cuba it was in a May, and Cuba have such thunderstorms where literally the raindrops feel like fucking punches to your head. Like,
Yeah.
that's rain.
That's rain.
That's partly because of the water temperature in the Gulf of Mexico. The water
Yes.
temperature is really, really high, and that creates a lot stronger weather patterns.
The
Yes.
Gulf of
Yeah, I remember-
Mexico is like the Atlantic's hot tub, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
When it rains, it feels like ice. It actually does feel like ice, but warm ice, and that's the weird thing about it. I walked around. Everyone else was running for shelter. I was like, I'm actually enjoying it.
Yeah, and I know Bull will attest to this too. Living off the Gulf of Mexico, you get the most horrendous thunderstorms.
Oh, yeah.
They are
Those
awful.
summertime
Oh my
popcorn
God.
showers in the
Yep.
afternoon.
I lived there for 5 years, and I would get thunderstrikes. Literally, like you'd hear the thunder above the house. It'd freak you out every time.
I want to
'Cause it was
challenge
so
that.
Booming,
Is it- Is it the most horrendous or is it the most spectacular?
It can be
Yes.
both. It's both. When I
Because
say horrendous,
everyone-
the noise. Sometimes the noise when it's right over you.
Then
Yeah,
there's
it
hurricanes.
scares the crap out of you.
Don't
Yeah.
get
No,
me started
thanks.
with hurricanes. You know how you can tell you're in
No,
a hurricane?
thanks.
Normally rain hits the ground. In a hurricane, it just goes sideways.
It's yeah, literally. Thankfully,
Thankfully,
when I lived there, we didn't. I lived through Andrew, but it never got to us. It bypassed us. Thank God, hit Well, I shouldn't say thank God, but it hit Louisiana instead. But that was the worst hurricane I've ever been a part of.
I went through
wondering if it's going to turn in this way.
I went through Charlie, Francis, and Jean in Orlando.
Okay. Yeah.
Dude, the one that I remember most, I remember Andrew being really bad. I remember Ivan being bad because it blew across Florida and then circled back around into the Gulf, reformed, and blew back inland. That one was not fun. And then I remember specifically for Alabama was, I think, Hurricane Opal, where it sat in the Gulf and just spun there for 2 or 3 days, just wave
Gathering
after wave of
strength.
like thunderstorms. You would just get this huge band of severe weather before it finally decided, yeah, I think I'll go inland now. I was like, I hate you.
I want to make a recommendation. After this stream, go look up Theresa Mannion. It's Mannion, and Don't Make Unnecessary Journeys is the title of the video. We had a woman out in Galway, out the west coast, during one of the fucking storms. Now, I could call it a storm, it's not really a storm. And it's like, don't make unnecessary journeys. She's out in the fucking storm, right? Don't take risks on treacherous roads, and don't swim in the sea. It's fucking. They actually made it. The brilliant trolls of YouTube made it into a remix.
Oh no!
It is probably one of the most amazing things I've ever seen.
That's funny.
Incredible.
Back to the
All right. Let's finish the video. I think it should be over here in a few. It's not a very long video.
Ильича здесь вообще не было, вот кроме село Отрошка оно называлось. А потом вот эти промышленные предприятия стали строиться тут. Вот здесь. О, ё! Что случилось? Провалился. Ни хрена себе. Вот это да.
No, it's fine. Just a little kid playing in the middle of the road. No big deal.
Yeah, not a big deal. It's not like Pet Cemetery, you know.
Can I have a go? There's nothing scarier than finding a kid on the road.
Thankfully, he saw him way ahead of time.
Yeah, no kidding.
That would scare the crap out of me seeing that kid like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oof.
Just little kid toddling around the street. No big deal.
And you had to bring up Pet Cemetery, didn't you?
I did. I'm sorry.
That fucking
out better.
We were talking about cliffhangers the other day with Dr.
Yes, we were, weren't we?
PhD Tony, and that's one of the worst. Like, okay, sure, the movie makes it seem like this evil thing came back, but they don't actually go into it. He ends with darling in the real book. It just ends with her saying darling.
Yep, that's right. That's right. Yep.
You don't know whether she's evil or good, or the Wendigo got her, or nothing.
Yep. I remember that. Oh, I hear Matt.
What's on?
He's in the room.
I hear him. Ooh, we need a funny animal video now. Should we do dogs or cats?
Yeah, I think bringing up Pet Cemetery and then going, we need an animal video.
Here's the thing. We had a discussion about cats on the poker stream.
Okay.
So
yesterday was International Cat Day.
So we should do cats. Is that where this is headed? We're doing the cats?
Yes. Yes. Okay. We love cats.
Okay, we'll do the cats.
Sorry, guys.
There we go.
Oh.
We'll go with the cats.
You're welcome.
Cutie.
Nice. Super weird.
Oh crap! No.
This one I thought was What the cat have in its mouth?
A chicken leg.
Chicken leg? Oh, you'd never give cats chicken bones.
Not a good idea. Well, you can if not cooked, then yes. But if they are cooked, they splinter too easily.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Well, before we go any further.
Yes.
Before we go any further, not to dampen the mood a little bit, but I do want to recognize that in a few days' time, it is the 3-month anniversary of Steve Cash. And now anyone that knows Steve Cash, he did the Talking Kitty Cat series, which was my introduction to YouTube ever. And I loved that series, and it's just so sad that it's gone. But I did want to. He was one of the entertainers.
I love the voice he did with the cat. That was just so perfect.
Yeah. You know? So I did want to mention that, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to do the cat one, because I did want to mention him.
Yeah.
Oh, just really quick. Streamlabs is running a poll, and Streamlabs the poll is going on for does Streamlabs suck? So vote 1 for yes and 1 or it just says use I vote 1 or I vote 2. So I'm guessing 1 is yes and 2 is no. I've seen that before. It's doing a poll.
Oh, that's right. I got to vote. Hang on.
Yeah, we're all just going to take a minute and vote.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Fun.
Exclamation vote.
I'm going to do my civic duty here. There we go.
Civic cheat.
And there we go. Okay.
Streamlabs,
I'm not sure, you know. Oh, Factard had to vote 2.
Actually, it always has to be different.
Like, say that to me.
Liquor. Anyway, back to the.
I think on these cat videos, you're going to see a lot of them where they're sitting up and doing the little hand, up in front of their faces. Well, I think we're probably going to see more of those. But shall I continue?
I did think just before. I did think that second one running around after its tail, and its friend just comes in and sits on his face.
Yes, exactly. That is what cats do. It's so funny.
Like, dude, wake up! It's not you. It's you.
Why are you acting like a fucking dog?
Yes, pretty much. It's like sit on your face and tell you I'm pissed at you.
My cat's
trying to feed me.
Yeah, my cat's our youngest one. She wants to play with the older one. The older one looks at the will get pissed off and swat at her. It's like he's like a grumpy old cat. He's only 3. He's already a grumpy old cat.
I have
little ones like that. Sometimes you have to get them another playmate because the older cats kind of are just like, I don't have time for this foolishness.
Yeah.
Well, I have a mother and a son, and like a year separates them really, and they're fucking off their rocker, but they bring me. The female, the mother, has this affinity of whatever she catches, she brings to the front yard and just piles it up on top of each other. And I came out one day, and she had caught about 5-6 rats, and she just piled them up outside the front door. Now, I have to say, I woke up. Well, I answered the door because there was a family looking for ice cream, and one of the kids just absolutely screamed their heads off because there's no outside the front door. Thank you, Rosa. Thank you.
But that's what cats do. They leave you presents. We had one that would catch mice at night and leave little presents in front of the kitchen. So that if you happen to
that's what it is. They're leaving presents. Mm-hmm.
If you happen to walk into the kitchen barefoot at night in the dark,
will also bring you dead birds and dead rats because they're trying to teach you how to hunt.
You'd step on the dead mice on the way to the kitchen in the morning because no lights were on. Yeah.
And they just leave the dead mice just rolling around. We had 2 weeks ago she came up, right? I was putting the goats to bed, and 2 weeks ago she brought a rabbit up, and when I went out to put the goats to bed, she was there chewing on this rabbit, and right beside the rabbit was its intestines and its stomach. She had carefully ripped open its stomach, taken those organs out, and placed them to the side.
Yeah, we'll be doing that.
That's intelligence. She's like, I don't want that rabbit food.
Wow, animals are they do things that it's just fun. It's fun to watch them.
Yeah.
You know.
Speaking of watching
All right, so
animals,
let's continue. Look at that. I love it. Come on, play with me.
Get the fuck off my tail. I peck you.
Kitty.
oh. It's a perfect
Rubber
toy
ball.
for
I love it.
Who says on the dog? Fine.
He won't let go.
Oh yeah. Bitch, that's my toy.
This reminds me of Simon's cat.
I feel so good.
She's nibbling your
I feel
ear.
so special.
You should. This is odd. Oh my goodness.
So what's everybody doing?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Do that.
Him kept it. You can't see him.
Shower door. Yeah, the shower door.
I love that pose.
I know. Cats look at what? I'm watching TV here. Leave me alone.
Oh my god.
Good girl.
Get out of my bed. I'm fucking dizzy. What?
You think your door can hold me?
That was where the cat just gets up and tips over after spinning twice fast. Oh, it's funny.
I love the spinning fast and then gets dizzy, but the one with the kitten in the litter box for some reason reminded me of Simon's cat. If anyone has seen that
video
animation.
game.
No,
okay.
Called Simon's Cat, and it's fucking brilliant.
Okay.
It's done so well.
Yes.
But the kitten collection is the one that you want to watch. That's my favorite.
Oh, okay.
I love it.
Excuse me, sorry guys. Oof, I didn't mute. That was an unexpected yawn. I apologize. Anyway, no, that cat like all of a sudden it runs and thud. It's like, dude, don't do that. You're gonna give yourself a concussion.
Yeah, I know.
It's so into it.
Face Gallon. I've been getting my cat high on catnip recently. They love it. I deal drugs to cats. I love watching cats on catnip because they're just like they start just rolling around in it, you know, and just
Oh yeah.
oh my god, amazing! It's amazing.
Just for saying that our quiet voices are making her laugh. Yeah, there's times where we just can't stay quiet.
No.
No.
Oh my gosh. I love watching animals. They're so fun. Wasn't this what the internet was made for? Was cat videos? So, you know.
We have to do our fair share.
That's right. That's right.
There is a video out there, and it's just like, it's a cat flushing a toilet. It's a cat flushing a toilet. It's a cat flushing the toilet, and it's literally a collection of cats flushing the toilet.
Nice.
You can actually train them to go in the toilet and flush it.
Yeah, it's the simple things in life. It's the simple things in life.
Exactly.
Watching cats do stupid things.
Yeah.
How do we ever live without these?
No, I don't know. I can't now.
Not that there's cat videos. You can't.
That poll, I don't think that poll ever is going to close. It's still going. All right, let's watch some more kitties. Oh, I got to go home for the puppy dog.
Off the table, fall off the table. Come on, fall off the table.
Will you please get down from there before you knock the plant over?
Move, fun. I have your tail. I have your tail. I get your tail.
Yeah.
I have your tail. Boom.
Open the door. Yep. Let the dogs in. Let the dogs in.
I took the dare. Were you? Pantene, most awarded hair care brand. It's Macy's Black.
Antagonizing the dog.
That's a big chunky cat.
That is.
Is that my thing?
Nice.
Where's the dog?
Bring it up. Come here. You can do it. Can't get over that.
We got a water cat. She loves it.
Let me just like
Going swimming.
get my paws.
This cat's going swimming.
That is so cute. Oh.
Kitty? There you go.
Jeez.
Oh, that is not a happy cat.
No.
Give me food.
Yeah, I have to point out that tying strings to your cat's tail is mean.
Yeah.
That is mean.
That's very mean.
Rule. And you can actually get a fine for it, so don't be that stupid.
Yep.
And to be stupid enough to then post it on YouTube, you fucking morons.
Yeah.
There you go.
Don't like that. It looks funny, but the cat is not happy. You're pissing it off.
Yeah. Don't do that.
That's one of the things that wrecks me head about the no cat. Although I love the no. That is cat telling you to, but that's the cat stressed to its fucking hilt telling you to back the fuck off.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't you respect its boundaries? It's telling you back the fuck off. I'm not comfortable here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People are stupid.
I was gonna say, I got
Yeah, they are.
a story of a cat my when he was younger. My dad had, and they named the cat Socks because it was a black and white cat, but it had like the white feet.
A tuxedo kitty.
Kind of, yeah. And my dad said he would the cat would literally, neighbor dogs would come across the street. The cat would literally wait on a fence for the dogs to come in and jump on one of their backs.
Oh my god.
Ride the dog halfway across the road, jump off and strut back like, yeah, I taught that dog. You know?
But I do love the one where the cat, the one day, I just keep thinking, the one day I've got it, I'll open the door. What comes through? Dogs. Fuck!
I made a mistake.
Escape! Oh,
Yep.
that poor cat.
Hopefully learn
That
from that. Probably not.
Yeah, that was the end to opening that door.
Yep.
Not other doors, just that one.
Just that one. Oh my goodness. These cats are funny. The one that just spin. It's like I just have to spin. 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 And they don't stop.
Cats, people.
Breakdance.
Cats,
I mean,
get a lot of energy pent up, and you need to play with them.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. A lot. I mean, a lot. Or take it on a walk in a harness. And I know that sounds weird, but do it if it's comfortable.
I've done it.
Don't drag it around, but if it feels comfortable, take it on a walk.
Yeah, you can
cats
teach
are-
cats to get used to harnesses and have them on and take them around.
Yeah,
Our
some
cats
cats
are
love
outdoors.
that.
My cats have realized that if they're really, really nice to tourists, that the tourists will leave a little bit of their ice cream behind.
Oh
my god.
Oh. So they like perform tricks and stuff, and they like roll over and show you the belly and stretch out and like, yeah, ice cream. Give me ice cream. Give me food.
They're not
food.
Yeah.
The power of positive reinforcement.
Yeah, of
Oh yeah,
course. Mhm.
positive reinforcement is always preferred. But our cats actually get fresh goat milk every
You know,
morning.
cats are overlords, and they have us trained as
Yes,
so.
they do.
They own us. They own us for sure.
They
So
own us.
I always have an issue with the term ownership, having worked in shelters, because owners imply ownership. Well, okay, cat owning a person, that's different, but owners implies that you can do whatever you want with it. It's your property.
Right.
No, it's another living being. You are its guardian. You are there to
yeah,
look after
guardian.
it for it. So I
Jackson
always-
Galaxy uses Cat Guardian a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never used owner with my cats. It's always been they're like a member of the family, you know?
Exactly. I always make that
And so-
distinction.
My cat's
know?
like my child, so we're very bonded.
Yes. Should we watch some more kitty videos?
Yes.
Hey, more stupid.
The dog's like, hey, dude, Bible, hey, get out of here.
Who wants a treat? Sit.
Can't have your tail off though.
Baby.
Little calico kitty.
Oh,
My paw.
He was in there, Dee.
Little kitty cat, little kitten.
Here's baby. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro.
Yep.
Fine. Come on.
Cute.
Okay, can I just say this real quick? Please don't tease your cats. If you're going to give them treats, if you're going to give them meat, give them the meat, or make them, or play with them and then give them it as a treat. Don't tease your cats, please. Not cool.
Right. Now, our youngest kitty, we adopted her in January. She and my husband play fetch sometimes.
Oh.
He'll throw a toy, she'll bring it back. He'll throw it, she'll bring it back. I've never been able to get it on video because it happens when I'm not prepared for it. And then when I'm prepared, it stops.
Oh, of course.
You know.
Casper was so spoiled that we used to have to run the bath for him so he could like just paddle around or just like walk around.
Right.
Yeah, he moved the water. And the other thing was my mom would actually get like turkey off the bone or whatever and hand feed it to him. If you put it on the counter, he would look at you like, what's this?
Like that's
Pick it
not
up,
what
right?
supposed to be.
Pick it
What am I supposed to do with this?
and put it in my mouth. He would insist on it. It was funny.
Oh, that's
That
funny.
cat was spoiled.
Oh, I love watching animals. Oh. So,
Don't tease the dang cat.
yeah.
Good idea. Dog
So,
time.
let me see. Should we do the elevator moments now? Or do we want to do the 18 weird things that only exist in Japan?
What was the first one?
10 weird elevator moments caught on camera.
Sure, I could use some secondhand awkwardness.
Okay, let's do that one, Bull.
Elevator music. I love that.
Yeah.
Get it. Pizza.
This one will disgust you.
Oh God. No, don't do it.
They just pick a topping off or something and eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope we got sacked for that. Ew. That's the asshole. What? I've done that. I'm not even gonna lie. The stretching.
Yeah.
While you're waiting for the
Not
elevator
that
to...
challenging.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
I like it.
I could totally
grooving.
see the girls at Florida State doing that too. Like, that's the kind of shit.
Oh my God, right?
Strutting out. Strutting out. Strutting stuff. I've done that too. You not when you're in an elevator. Whee!
Trying to find it's easy to amuse yourself.
Actually, when I did it, the elevator door opened.
Oh no!
No, he got
I
stuck.
You got stuck in there, yep.
Oh, because he pushed it. Oopsies.
Yeah.
Live your best life.
They all doing it.
Get it. Wait for her to go out. Oh, what?
What? No.
Yeah.
No.
What is she up to in that elevator, huh?
She's like flash dance. She's like doing flash dance.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Wow.
What did that guy do, I wonder?
Are they ever gonna get out of the elevator? Jesus.
I wonder what happened after that. This one's
Oh, yeah.
cute.
The cat's like, excuse me.
It's like, this is
Wait.
my fault. Hello, people. You all belong to me now.
The cat's like, yes, this
me,
is my
Mr.
spot,
Knight.
thank you.
Look
My
at all
floor.
these chickens. Oh, look.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and
I
stop
know.
it.
Oh.
We don't want to get...
Pose. That
That
cat.
Isn't that a cowboy just sitting there waiting patiently for the door to open?
Like, well, here's my stop.
So, yeah, I grew up in Dublin in an area, but my in one area, and my aunts all lived in another area with flats, right? So you'd go up to flats, and they had small elevators like that. So yes, I have definitely done that whole climbing the fucking elevator thing. We used to swing out of the elevator like, geez. But we never fucking, well, if you did break it, we all knew how to get out. But if you did break it, you'd always blame someone else.
Of course. Of
That's
course.
me.
I took the stairs.
Matt
Yeah,
tried
some
that.
people, it just gives you a whole, you don't know people doing elevators till you watch things like this. You're like, oh, okay.
Well, I got
Unless you're one of the
stuck.
people that does those
You ever-
things in an elevator.
You ever been stuck in an elevator? Like
I have. Yeah,
I've
thank
been-
goodness
No,
not for
and
too
I
long,
don't
though.
want to.
I've been stuck for like 3 hours once, and it was
Ooh.
it was up between the 12th and 11th floor. So
Oh, wow.
It wasn't like I forced the doors open, but I couldn't force the outer doors open. I was like that far in between floors. There was just no way to. There was no way I was getting through the outer doors. Basically, they had
Right.
to start. It was
Right.
the elevator was stuck in just the wrong spot. So
Oh, that's horrible.
man.
Brainless Steel says the gum on the camera was probably going to scam an old lady the next day.
yeah,
Probably, but I don't know. I think she was
Yeah.
just being a bitch.
Probably being a
Yeah.
kid.
could be that.
Who knows? Who knows?
Why did it do it when she got into the elevator?
Yep, who knows?
Yeah,
But
bleh.
alrighty, shall we continue?
Sure.
Whoops.
I feel that happened where the elevator just doesn't quite. It takes a second for it to settle up. Yep.
Oh, lost your shoe.
And carries on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Oops.
Oh my god.
Wrong place.
Can I get out, please? Can I get out, please?
Like,
They won't let him out.
seriously, oh my god.
Like,
He's
you know, I'm
really
going to
stuck.
tell them where you were.
Where are you going? I'm going to Daddy's on the penthouse. What the
Whoop, whoop. That had to be a Halloween joke or something.
Probably.
Next floor.
She's like, okay, I'll just take the stairs.
I'll just take the
This
next
reminds
one.
me of a story. Do you guys remember that Saturday Night Live sketch with Tom Hanks where he was David S. Pumpkins?
Yes.
Well,
I think so.
this is why I love going to conventions, because one guy dressed up in that pumpkin suit with the wig and had two friends with the little white skeleton outfits and got in an elevator at this convention that I went to. And anytime the doors opened, they started playing that song and he did the little David S. Pumpkins dance.
Okay.
Nice.
And they
That's
just stayed there and rode the elevator for like an hour just as people would get on and get off. And David S. Pumpkins. And God, it
That's
was
funny. That is funny. Oh, excuse me. All right. All right. Shall we do our next one?
Yeah.
Oh,
should
that
we
one
do?
was. I think the one with Japan, the 10 weird things that only exist in Japan, that would be a fun one to do.
All right.
Yeah.
You really go here.
18 weird things that only exist in Japan. There are a lot of countries that are famous all over the world for some peculiarities. Japan is probably one of the most exotic ones. The country is well known for its inventions. Some of them are weird, others are crazy, while still others are somewhere in between. Just remember the selfie stick that so many laughed at only a couple of years ago. Here are some of the most ingenious Japanese inventions that make life easier and more comfortable. We can't wait for them to come to other countries as well. Watch the full video and you'll probably join us in our expectations. Number 18. Turning train seats. If you don't like sitting with your back in the direction of travel, you can just turn your seat to whichever side you want. The trick is also cute if you just don't like looking at your travel companions. Think about it. Number 17, a motorcycle helmet with a ponytail hole. Girls, you'll surely like it. To be exact, this is for those girls who like both speed and beautiful hair. We can now see Japanese motorcycle helmet manufacturers care about ladies. It's such a trifle, yet a pleasant one. Number 16, a place to seat a baby in a public bathroom. All parents dream of such a thing. It's a special place where you can seat your child while you're doing your business. If it's just the two of you, it's dangerous to leave the baby alone outside and uncomfortable to take them in with you. Number 15, a cafe for lonely.
Can I just say that that baby seat in the toilet is both gross and necessary, because when you have a toddler and you are bursting to use the loo,
yes,
you need somewhere to put them, and you don't want them running around the bathroom, because where's the first place they're going to go but the fucking sink, and they're going to slap around in the sink.
I always had my kids in the stroller, so I ended up putting the stroller in the stall with me so I could go, because it's like, how am I supposed to go, you know, especially if you couldn't get to the handicapped one. So yeah, like, you gotta be inventive when you're a parent, when you have to go to the bathroom.
Oh my gosh.
You really do.
You do.
Worst yet is when you have two children, one is a toddler and one is still an infant. Yeah, you definitely need a seat like that.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, both my kids were 5 years apart, so I still put my son in the stroller behind my daughter if I had to.
I remember going into the women's restroom with my mom because I was probably, 2 or 3 years old, and she didn't really have anywhere else to go when she was at JCPenney's. Like, it was just a bunch of women's stalls, and she would take us in the stall with her, basically.
Pretty much what you had to do. Yeah. What you had to do.
I took Matt up right until recently into the women's stalls. He's a little too old now.
Right.
But to be able to go to the bathroom, I can't leave a wandering child.
Exactly.
So he'd stand I'd have him stand right across from my stall, and I said, "Don't move. That's your job. You got to." So that's what we did.
Yeah.
But now he can go. He can stand outside there, and he can wait. Now he's a lot better at it than he used to be. But that's what we had to do.
Yeah, when they're You got.
The only thing with those seats is they're literally only for like babies and toddlers.
Yeah,
you can't
that's the only
put
problem.
A 4-year-old. It would have to be fucking big enough to put a 4 or 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Just stay there. Don't move. Look the other way.
Exactly. All right, shall we continue?
Sure.
Yeah, let's go.
Lonely hearts. If you feel awkward sitting alone in a cafe, this is an option for you. When you come without any company, the staff will place a soft toy in front of you. Now you're not alone, and you don't look strange talking to an invisible companion. You know what is especially good about this invention? This interlocutor will never disagree or interrupt you. Number 14, diagonal crossings. A lot of us would give much to have diagonal road crossings. In Tokyo, however, it's entirely possible. They even have corresponding zebra crossings. Actually, in most cases, we still use diagonal crossing even without a zebra. Yep, breaking the rules. We just try to save our time though. Anyway, if there is a legal way to cross the road diagonally, we will be only too happy. Number 13, a tablet holder. Your hands will always be free, perfect for watching movies. We wonder if there is an idea of plate and spoon holders or feeders. Ah, sweet dreaming. Number 12, sunglasses for dogs. This invention seems strange at first, but then you realize dogs may not like bright sunlight just like us. And the smart Japanese thought about it. Our adorable small friends are protected, and this is far more than cute. Just look at it. Number 11, a silent karaoke microphone. If you don't want to bother others with your singing or are just too shy to sing out loud, this mic will help you out. It muffles your voice so only you can hear it. Honestly, this invention looks a bit strange.
This goes on the list of things you don't give to your wife, fellas. Just saying.
I was just thinking, in Japan, they have little, like, their toilets have, like, they play music or sounds or something. Because there's something with the noise going in the bathroom, it's, like, a little offensive to them or something.
Well, this is definitely on my list to buy Red's rhetoric.
Yeah.
Give me one of these. Have you heard his birthday song to fight the flat Earth?
Oh gosh, yes.
Yes.
That was so cool. I was just saying, get one for Nathan Oakley so he can rant and rave without us having to hear it.
Yeah. Oh man. And see those zebra crossings, right? Here's the problem that I have with the diagonal zebra crossings.
Mm-hmm.
Where in your life are you so rushing off to be that you can't wait an extra 30 seconds or a minute?
Whatever it is, yeah.
Cross the main road and cross the other way. I mean, seriously, we can't be in that much of a hurry that we need diagonal fucking crossing.
Right. Well, if you looked how many people were crossing, and they were ignoring the crosswalks. They're just walking the whole intersection.
Honestly, the times that I've needed it are when I'm trying to catch a bus, and the bus is either too early or the one that I just got off of is like slightly behind its normal schedule, and like if I wait one extra cycle, I miss my connection. And that sucks.
It does suck. I've been there. It sucks.
Yeah, I just don't. Well, okay, I get the bus situation, but here's another thing. In America, you guys take fucking zebra crossings and pedestrian crossings really fucking seriously. I had to kind of scoot talk my way out of not getting a fucking fine for walking across the road when there was no. I was like, there was no pedestrian crossings there. There was no bloody traffic, and the copper still stopped me. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Jaywalker.
It's not like that in California anymore. California, you can jaywalk and you can't get a ticket for it anymore. You can even walk against when the light's red. They don't give you a ticket for it anymore. It's not a ticketable offense.
They actually give out fines for crossing the road at the wrong place.
Yes. It's called jaywalking.
If there's no,
it's called jaywalking.
I swear to God, if they tried to bring that in over here, they'd be laughed out of it.
There's some places though where they've actually had crosswalks and then taken them out. And it's like, where are you supposed to cross? Way up 3 blocks up just to get across the street? No, you're going to go to, I believe you can cross if there's no crosswalk, you can cross it like at a corner. They call it invisible crosswalk or something. You can go from like corner to corner across the street or something like that. Yeah.
Like, come on.
But
that's control freakery at its finest. Like,
yeah.
Do you know, that's a bit much. Okay, yet you want to protect lives and whatever. But when there's no traffic and there's no crosswalks, let people cross the fucking road.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Drivers are.
I've spent time in New York. I've seen how crazy they are and how crazy it is.
I've almost gotten hit by drivers who decided, I want to go right now when I have the light to cross. And thank God I didn't step off the curb. I would have been dead.
Yeah, you really have to watch over your shoulder.
You really have to watch. When you're a pedestrian, you need to watch where the cars are. Don't expect them to watch for you.
Oh, if they did that over here, they'd be fucked. You know what I mean? But I just thought it was fun. I just think it's funny how strict certain places in America are.
Some are, and
we don't have that culture at all over here. Even in Dublin, like where the traffic is heaviest, you cross anywhere. If the traffic is low or if the traffic is stopped, you go between the fucking cars if you want to. And if any cop came over and tried to fine you for it, you'd laugh at them. I don't mean to be bad, like, but no, it's a little bit more menacing because your coppers have weapons. Ours have a little stick, and that's all we have.
And the other thing too is we're downtown where I live. There's a lot of one-way streets, so when I'm driving, I have to look. I look both ways still because there's usually somebody coming on a bike or walking across. You're not going to see if you start pulling out.
Yeah,
So
Cork
it's just
City is-
automatic. I look both ways. Mhm.
Cork City is like that. It's a one-way system and little one-way streets in and out of it. So it's very, very confusing if you don't know your way.
Yep.
Can anybody
and I've
say
had peop-
downtown Denver, downtown Orlando,
Oh,
downtown
yep.
anywhere? It drives me nuts with the one ways.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Well, other than Red Rhetoric's new microphone, shall we get back to this?
I was going to say, let's get back to the video.
I love you, Red, really.
It seems that karaoke is made for loud, merry singing and amusement. Who would like to sing silently without dramatic outbursts? Do you agree? Share your opinions below. Number 10. Separate slippers for the bathroom. You'll see such slippers in every home. The Japanese consider their bathroom the dirtiest place in their house, even if it's clean. They can't enter it in the same footwear they walk around the rest of the house in. Just think about it. Number 9. A cushion for lying down and working. When you work at your laptop lying on your stomach, your hands get tired very quickly. That's why there's now this holder. I bet this is just for you. Working in a horizontal position in such comfortable atmosphere is amazing. Number 8. The owner's last name instead of a number on the building. Finding a house in Japan by its address is a real test. Most streets don't have names, and house numbers are based on the date of their being built. That's why you can often see a plaque with the house owner's name. It seems very convenient, doesn't it? Number 7. A water-saving sink over the toilet supply tank. A dream for those who care about water saving and ecology. The supply tank gathers water from the sink when it's used to wash hands, making you utilize it twice. Japanese people care about everything at once. Number 6. Automated stores. Japan is a country of robots and automated machines that replace people everywhere they can. For instance, this shop has no assistants, only machines. A paradise for introverts where you don't need to talk to anyone. Worth at least trying. Number 5. A hotel where a robot dinosaur will check you in. This hotel went even further and made a robotic clerk. A robot dinosaur.
Did Dapper Dino just get a new job?
I think so. Yeah, I've heard about this.
That's his day
this
job.
hotel. I've heard about this. I was just thinking that basin over the toilet, something you see in jails and prisons.
Yeah, it's a really good idea.
I do take issue with the automated stores. I do take issue with
the automated stores.
For one reason, what he said there was if you're an introvert. First of all, if you're an introvert and you have that much social anxiety, yes, there should be machines there for you to use. But I live in a rural town. You know, people socialize by going to the shop. And they talk to the shopkeeper. And for some people, especially the elderly, that's pretty much the only interaction that they get that day. You walk into a shop and it's all cold and mechanical. That's not really a healthy situation. Plus, machines break down. If you have questions, the machines aren't going to be able to answer you in a suitable manner. Again, like if you walk into Tesco's or Dunnes over here, they will have, like our stores, they have the option for self-service, but there's still someone there if you need them.
Yes. Same here. Yeah.
Some of those machines are so fucking confusing to use that you need a supervisor or you need someone there to actually swipe the key or the key code or something like that. And you always have someone there at
No, you're right, though.
I just take issue with having grown up with like small shops like that. That for a lot of people, especially elderly people and vulnerable people, that's literally the only interaction that they get because nobody else.
I'm introverted, and if I don't want to go interact with people at a store, I just use online delivery.
Well,
we're also talking Japan too, so
that's true.
You know, Japan's a little bit different in that regard.
You do want to you do want to challenge yourself when you have anxiety, social anxiety, and I have social anxiety. When you have social anxiety, you do sometimes want to test it and push that limit just one little step further. So maybe dealing with a cashier might be good for you. taking away that option, I just think is a bit sad.
Okay. Hey, Vishanti, you got to dip out now?
Yeah, I just got called away, so
okay.
I love you guys.
Okay.
I don't have
Love
anything to
you.
share this week.
Love you too.
Don't do anything I
Bye.
would.
Vishanti. Bye.
All right. Bye, honey. No, I get what you're saying, Krafty. I think majority of these things are showing are like probably in Tokyo, in that that area. So there's so many people.
Yeah.
You know. So
I just wanted to read that because I think it's sad.
Oh, I get you. Yeah, it is. It is kind of people go out and that's the only interaction that they do have, and I understand. I used to work at a thrift store, and there were people that come in all the time just to see me and a couple other people because we always had a friendly demeanor and we knew each other by first names, and you know what I mean? It was that kind of thing. Yeah. So it was like a trip out for them. So it worked really well. So I get it.
I do too. I have anxiety, social and just general anxiety as well too. So I get that, and I get the need that you both need to interact with people, which is really good. And also the need sometimes when you just had a long day, I just want to get in and out of here. I want my stuff.
Let me get what I need to get and go. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Run. You know. So yeah, I get both sides.
Yeah, I mean, like for certain people that if they don't have that, the phobia of actually talking to people grows. Whereas if they're doing it every day, little by little, they can tolerate that little interaction. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Yes, I do. Because we didn't have self-service stuff when I was younger. So yeah.
No, we didn't.
You have to force yourself to do it. So I'm good with doing either way. So I do like pay at the pump, though, I have to admit. At the end of the day, I just, after, when I'm peopled out, and when Matt's peopled out too, sometimes it's just best just stick that debit card right in there and fill up the car that way and go.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Got my receipt. I'm good. Bye.
Also, I do think it's funny that they have separate slippers for the bathroom.
I know.
Well, you know, like you said, they consider the bathroom a dirty place, so they don't want to get the dirty bathroom germs around the rest of the house.
Yeah, but I mean that's like germaphobe to the extreme a little bit.
That is.
Because like the guy said, even when it's clean.
Yeah.
You made the point to say
matter.
that. It's like when people ask you to leave your shoes at the door, and like for whatever reason, sometimes your socks are just as dirty. Like,
my father was married to a Japanese woman, and she did that in the house. She'd have little slippers right there, and you'd take your shoes off and put slippers on and walk around the house.
Here's the thing.
A little custom.
What if you were a guest, right? What if you were a guest and they were like, yeah, slippers. You have to wear slippers in the bathroom, and they were the wrong size. That would be so fucking uncomfortable.
Oh, I know. That would be.
Ew.
Anyway. Let's go ahead. Yeah, I was gonna say, let's go ahead and finish this video, and then we'll start doing our goodbyes here because it's 20 after.
Yeah.
Okay. Sound good, everybody?
Yeah.
All right, let's finish this off, Pool.
In a cute hat. This is just for fun. Well, interesting to see your face in such a hotel. Number 4, a napkin that covers your face when you eat burgers. To eat a huge burger, you have to open your mouth widely. The Japanese are embarrassed by this, as many people are, and thus rarely order burgers. The owners of one fast food restaurant took note of this and started putting their burgers into napkins that conceal your chewing face from the rest of the world. Well, we're out for such tasty burgers and napkins. It is an awesome, necessary thing. Number 3, a transforming tatami. It's a tradition in Japan to do everything on the floor. Eat, sleep, watch movies. That's why they designed a mat that you can transform into a laptop holder and a lot more. Number 2, an umbrella parking lot. You can find these parking lots next to many office buildings. A considerate solution. You don't need to take your umbrella with you and think of where to put it. It would be good if there were such an easy decision for car parking places. Number 1. Easy to open cans. Unlike the cans we're used to, these have a special ring that makes them easy to open. It's so cool when manufacturers think of even such small details. Apart from the list of interesting inventions, here's a bonus. The 10 strangest short facts about Japan. Strange mayo. While we use it for salads and meat, they eat the sauce with ice cream and pancakes. Yep, you heard it right. Liftmen. While the whole world uses automatic elevators with a multifunctional interface, in Japan you can still meet cute lift girls almost in every huge building. The shortest escalator in the world. It's located in Moore's store in the city of Kawasaki. The length is only 5 steps and the height is 32.5 inches. What's the reason for building such a short staircase, we wonder? Pillows for lonely men. They look like the knees of the beloved woman, and they are also very soft. At least, this partner will never leave you. There are options for lonely women as well. Capsule hotels. The invention is now marching all over the world. Such hotels are cheaper and help to save space. There is always a spare room, we're sure. Sleeping in the office. This is a dream for every working person. In Japan, you can officially have a nap right at your working place. Some workers even imitate sleeping for their boss to think there are loads of work and they are too tired. Can you imagine that? Chin holder. Japanese people work so hard that sometimes they fall asleep standing in the metro. So, they invented a long chin holder for their convenience. Who says you cannot use this holder standing on the street though? Baby mops. Yes, you've heard it right again. As your small kids spend most of their time on the floor, he or she can be very helpful. Just combine clothes with a mop and your floor is clean. Japanese people have a progressive look. Hair holder. Most of us know this hair trouble when your plate is occupied not only with food. There is no such trouble in Japan though. There is a special cover for your face which prevents your hair from falling into your plate. Genius. Diet water. No, really? Diet water? This cannot be explained, but this is far more than awesome. Such bottles of water are distributed everywhere in shops and specialized sports stores in Japan. Seemingly it has a certain price. We just bet this country is worth being visited by all means. For now, that's all, and we hope you like our video about Japan.
I've heard about a few of those.
Right. Wow. That's wow. The shower cap thing, or the face holder, hair holder. We used to have something like that over here for when you were training your children after they get to after toddler age, and you'd be washing their hair, especially for girls. Mm-hmm. And so you would put that on their head and take their hair out of it and then just wash their hair, and it would protect their eyes.
Yes.
It's just funny that they're using
here.
it. Yeah, it's like funny that they're using it as face coverings.
I was just thinking, my grandma used to hate when I was younger and my hair would hang down as I ate. And I go, she would love if she had that around her house. I'd be wearing it constantly, I betcha.
Yeah. I do like the umbrella parking lot.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
and I've also seen they have like bicycle things like that, where it picks up a bicycle and stores it for you. I believe it's in China.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And it literally stores it like in this garage thing, you know.
Oh wow!
So they do have them. Yeah.
My
goodness.
The mop baby is cool.
That is cool.
I know, that was adorable.
The mayo with ice cream. I can't get my head on the mayo with ice cream.
So they learn their work ethic before they even walk. That's pretty serious.
Pretty much.
That's
and the sleeping in the workplace thing, I can see them being okay with that, because over in Japan, people literally kill themselves working because there's such
one thing that did get to me was that fucking chin holder. I mean, one wrong slip. Wrong slip. Oops.
Right.
Yeah,
that would not be healthy.
No.
What?
Not at all.
Wow.
Hi, Dr. Bob.
Well, hello, Dr. Bob.
Love you, Dr. Bob.
Well, that was interesting.
Yes, it was.
Shall we do final thoughts and say our goodbyes?
Yes,
Can I just say first, Bob said, we proudly get soap in our eyes, makes it tough.
Steaming has, Steaming verified for me. Automated vehicle parking garages. I've seen that too.
Nice.
Yeah. Vertical parking garages.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah. So they have everything over there. They're very innovative, those Japanese and Chinese.
I don't think I'd like that because
basically
my car's always a mess.
But it's automated. No one sees it. Like, it picks your car up. Literally kind of like a chain.
Mm-hmm.
And it rolls over, and it can move it around in a circle, too, on a carousel. It's like a big jukebox for cars.
Pretty much. Yeah. So you don't have because there's such spaces in such short supply over there. They got to do what they got to do.
Yep. Innovative.
Now, Mippet, that'd be something we should research. How many actual deaths result from wearing those chin straps? That would be worth researching and finding out.
That's what I'm saying. One wrong slip.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Like dry cleaning for your car.
Yeah.
Kind of, except it doesn't actually clean it, unfortunately.
So, alrighty. Miss Aimee, what'd you think about tonight?
Yeah, it was good. The animals were adorable. They were cute.
Weren't they?
Except for when they were. It's really cute. So it's just it was a lot of fun. Except for the one where they tied the string to his tail. That was
that was a little kind of cool.
Than that, yeah. But other than that, the other ones were cute, especially the ones where they clap their paws together. They're so cute.
Yeah, there was a couple of those where they were doing that. But
yeah, they were cute.
Behavior, but it's so cute.
It is, and it's amazing some of the inventions that people can come up with to do stuff, and it's cool.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Krafty, what'd you think about tonight?
I loved tonight. I do like being on. I know, like, for me, it's now 2:30 in the morning, so I can't always get on. But yeah, I had fun, and I'm sorry, Bull, we didn't get to the puppies, but yeah, the cats rule.
Well, we'll keep those in reserve for next time, for another day. So
yeah,
I will tell you again, just for shits and giggles. When you finish this stream, look up Theresa Mannion. I swear to God, you won't regret it. The Don't Make Unnecessary Journeys remix is brilliant. They cut and paste her into like a few other songs, and I can't even remember which songs, but it's just so good. So I will leave you with that gift. Yay!
Okay, perfect. Boole, what'd you think about tonight?
It's kind of nice to have a night off of actually having to do much of anything other than watch and enjoy. Yeah. So this was a nice change of pace. Like, seriously.
Oh, good. Good. Yeah, I'm trying to do more of these weird, funky looking, whatever. Trying to make a little thing of it, where we enjoy ourselves. It's not so all seriously in drama. So that's what Sunday nights are for, Just relaxing and having fun. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So I'm glad you guys enjoy the weird videos. Yes.
By the way, I just closed the poll.
Okay.
On the Streamlabs because no one else was. Apparently, this thing has been running for 2 hours and 53 minutes.
It's been going. I've seen it going over a little bit, and
yeah.
The tension is killing me. Does it feel like sucks?
9 votes. Yes, it does suck. 0. No, it doesn't suck.
We had Tattie.
I think it's unanimous.
It's unanimous, complete. Goodbye, poll. Don't know what the purpose of the poll is or who even.
I don't know either. I just saw it spring up. I'm like, what the heck?
Hang on. The purpose of the poll was to say that Streamlabs suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet Dick Dawson kind of set
I'm
it to
thinking
Rob
Dick had that. Yeah.
because it wouldn't
Seems like
work
something he'd
in
do.
Pain of Progress.
I don't
Oh,
know.
you know what? Makes sense.
You didn't vote correctly. That's the problem factor. I think you might have.
Okay.
Oh, when he hit the yeah, because he voted 2, but I think maybe. Well, I thought he did.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You gotta use the exclamation mark, not the pipe. Some people put the pipe in by accident.
Yeah.
So.
And that could have been what happened. Yeah, I didn't recognize it.
Oh, guys, this has been great fun.
This was fun. I'm glad you all enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm enjoying finding videos for these. Sometimes it's tough, but when I latch on someone, it's like, yes, we'll do this.
Yeah.
I'll go look for it. I kept wanting to find more elevator moments, but they all kind of repeated certain moments. I'm like, nah, we'll just put one in there. You know,
Yep.
that way we're not watching the same things over and over and over again. But I love that disco one when they're dancing their disco dance, and that one guy looked like Disco Stew from The Simpsons.
I like your non
So I'm glad you all had fun. Chat, I'm hoping you had fun.
I think they
That is
did.
it.
And have a good
Yeah.
night.
Can we have a doggo stream? Possibly. We could work
Maybe.
something out with dogs. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, Dread, we can do something. We can make it work. So thank you all for coming, chat. We really appreciate you and love that you're here all the time. And so make sure you hit the like button for us so it hits that algorithm and gets it out there better. So, and share it too if you want. You know, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? And share it
Good night.
too. So Aimee and Krafty and my God, my brain. Miss Vishanti, since you're gone. Thank you guys for a good night. And Boole.
Yes.
Thank you all for a good night. And I think we should say bye to the chat.
Bye to the chat.
Bye, chat.
Bye, chat.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.